Bitcoin is the new Black Wall Street. Same principles, same power, same promise. And today I'm going to talk about how they are similar in so many ways. But before I do, welcome to Black to Bitcoin, where I explore the wealth gap and how Bitcoin is a solution to our problems. So, if you are interested in our experience as Black people, how we can build our wealth, make sure you subscribe to the channel, give the video a like, and share because we do need to get the word out. Okay? So, first, I'm going to give you a very brief history of Black Wall Street. So, first of all, it was based in Tulsa, Oklahoma. It came about in about 1905, and it was a completely self contained Black community in which wealth was contained in that community. We had our own banks, our own businesses, our own professionals, hotels, everything that you could think of to sustain a small community. Well, not a small community, a large community actually, and I'm going to talk about that as well, how it was not just a small community. But yes, it was basically a completely self-contained financial system. We were doing a damn thing, okay? But of course, it was taken away. So in 1921, the Tulsa race massacre happened, and it was detrimental. It completely wiped out Black Wall Street, completely taken away. And I have some stats here to really drive the point home how bad it really was. Okay, so 100 to 600 or more people died. I always think it's the or more when things like that are said. 12 to 1500 homes were destroyed, which left 10 to 12,000 people homeless. 300 or more Black businesses were burned down or taken away. And the total damage is estimated at $1.5 to $2.5 million. And that's in 1921. Today, that would be 25 to 35 million. So you're talking about a really, really large community, not a small one, a really large one. And I think when we talk about these communities, we say small, kind of like I just did. We say this small community, because it just, in our growing up, if we hear about these things, we don't think about the scale, okay? So it actually was a very, very large community, and a lot of wealth was taken, and a lot of generational wealth was taken. So I'm going to talk about a couple of the ways that it had a long-term effect. First of all, Black banks have never recovered. We don't have them anymore. I'm sure there are a few, and I know there are a few because I've seen it, but the whole massacre took away the prevalence of them. Also, business networks were destroyed. They haven't come back. We had a lot of property ownership taken. This, of course, is always the big one because obviously that property was not passed down to new generations. And overall, the Tulsa economy for Black people never recovered. And of course, when one town has something happen, it trickles out. If enough towns like that it happens, the whole country's like that. So it really was devastating to Black people and the hope of Black people, because when you know that it's working somewhere, it gives people hope, and the thought that more communities like that can happen is sprouted. So it really was a bad thing. Okay, so now I'm going to talk about ways that the Black Wall Street community and Bitcoin is very similar. Okay, the first thing is that they both were based on economic independence. Okay, Black Wall Street, very clear. No reliance on any outside sources or entities. You had your own banks, like I said, your own money, everything was self contained. Bitcoin is the same exact thing. Okay? You are completely independent when you have Bitcoin. It is your money. You are not relying on the system at all. They have no power over it. You own it. You control it. So there's that similarity. All right. The second one is the escape from exclusion. So this is also a thing. Black Wall Street, the point of it was segregation made it to where black people were not getting what they needed. Black people were shunned out of certain things that caused prosperity. So in return, we decided, well, F you with your F you with your system. We are going to build something on our own. And Bitcoin is the same way. All right. It is a complete alternative. It is also a distrust of the system and a way to say, hey, I just want to do my own thing. I don't want to have to kowtow to you. And this is a way for me to, you know, take back my power in a community, not a community, in a system that tries to exclude me from wealth, whether it's, denial of loans or, modern redlining or whatever is happening. It's a way for me to escape exclusion. All right. And then the last one I have is control over the money. Okay. This is one of the biggest one. There's no gatekeepers. All right. So the whole point of Black Wall Street was to take away the power of other people over our money. So the creation of the black banks was because other banks didn't want to help us, right? Businesses, same thing. We had our own doctors, our own lawyers. We made sure that we had control over the circulation of our money and that no one else was benefiting or profiting from it. Same thing goes for Bitcoin. Bitcoin is 100% control over your money. I don't know how to really explain how important it is. I don't think people really grasp how important it is that you can actually have Bitcoin and really have no interference at all. Nobody can control your money. You have your keys, which is your list of words that has access to your money. By the way, don't ever let anyone steal those words. You're screwed. That's just a real random tidbit put in the thing. But if you're planning on getting into Bitcoin, you need to learn right away about seed phrases and how not to get it taken. Okay, that is just a complete sidebar. But anyways, back to the regularly scheduled program. Control over your money. So Bitcoin, there is no control, no gatekeepers, no banks, no financial institutions other than banks, no governments, no anything. It is complete control over your money. Okay, and I think that's all I have for everything. Y'all give me a second. I always like to make sure I got all my points. Yes, pretty much. That's it. Those are the points. Economic independence. We just can rely on ourselves. Escape from exclusion. We create something where we can't be excluded and our power can be taken from us. And the last one is control over our money altogether. And all of these three things they apply to Black Wall Street and they also apply to Bitcoin. Now, I'm just going to go ahead and say it. Bitcoin is an even better solution. It is a better solution for the main point that it can't be taken. Black Wall Street was an amazing accomplishment for us, but every time we try to do something, it's taken away from us. And it's because everything that we do relies on other people. Even when we had a community where we had our own money and we weren't relying on people, quote unquote, we still didn't have enough, not power, but enough protection to sustain it because other people could come and take it. That cannot be said for Bitcoin. As I've already said, you control the money. your key, your coin. Key is basically the seed phrase, the thing that I was just talking about. So you have all the power. And I've said it in other videos, it's not so much about one person having that power. If we collectively can say, we have seed phrases, okay? Not a seed phrase. We have thousands and thousands of seed phrases, and you have no power over it. It is our money. We can do what we want with it. You can't take it. You can't manipulate it. It is our money. So I just want to, again, point out that Bitcoin is the solution. It is the only thing that we have at our disposal that we can really take power back over our money. All right, so that is the video. I did want to just make the comparison and to really, make the point that we have done it before. We've done it before, so we can do it again. We just have a better method of doing it this time around. All right, so that's it for the video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, give the video a like, share, like I said before, because we need to get the word out about this Bitcoin. Other than that, have a great day. Keep stacking those coins, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.